What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the Water Juice channel. Welcome back to the Notre Dame Fighting Irish Dynasty here on NCAA 14. That is right, we are back with another episode. If you guys do go on to enjoy this episode, make sure to smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and the subscription button while you're down there. It takes a few seconds, if that, and it really helps me out. I really do appreciate it. And I do want to mention in this video, I don't know when this video is going to go up, but either I have already done it or I will be doing it in the near future. But what I'm talking about is I'm getting a camera, a face camera. So I'm going to put it on my computer to stream when I stream probably everything but Fortnite and Call of Duty. I don't know if at the moment I can connect it to my TV to play Fortnite and Call of Duty on my PlayStation. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to have to look at the camera and figure out everything about it and stuff. But as for playing like FIFA or, well, not FIFA, but AO2 Tennis or GTA or playing like CS:GO or anything on the computer like that, on the PC, I'll have a face cam for that. Hopefully, if I can figure it out. I still gotta figure out how it works. But I just want to let you guys know that I have either, by the time this video goes up, I have either done that already, started doing that, or I will be doing it like really soon. So I just want you guys to look out for that so you can see my beautiful face. But anyway, let's get back to the actual video. We have to play week number 9 against Air Force. They are 1-6, but I did mention in the last video that all these military teams are a little bit tougher than you'd think. They're a little bit deceiving when it comes to their ability to be beaten. Because Army runs a weird offense. They run like the triple option or whatever, and they barely ever pass the football. And Air Force is they're just a hard-nosed, tough team that is it's just hard to beat. So we are gonna. I mean, I may say that, and then we go out here and we absolutely light them up. But I'm just letting you guys know that if I struggle in this game, it's not because I'm a bad player. Well, it might be because I'm a bad player, but it's not because I'm not trying to beat them. I'm actually trying to beat them. It's just they're hard to beat. But I am gonna knock this down to 50 so I can add some points, add a scholarship to this big boy. Is there anybody that locked us out? I don't think anybody has locked us out. We did get a couple other commits. I'm going to remove this guy because he committed to Ohio State already. But we do have 4 commits so far. We have 2 5-stars and 2 4-stars. So that is a pretty decent class so far. And we are already in the lead for so many other people. This guy we're in the lead for. This guy 5-star. Actually, no, we're not in the lead for this guy. We're losing. I might have to bump some points down because I don't think we're going to be coming back for him. So this guy we're in the lead for. This guy we're in the lead for. This dude, this dude, this dude, this dude, this dude. All these guys we are in the lead for. They're all 5- and 4-star guys. So we should be pretty darn safe on a lot of these guys. We should end up having one of the best classes in the country. I do want to check and see. This guy's ready for a visit, so I want to bring these guys in. I'll put you in the BYU game. You can come for the BYU game. Anybody else want to visit? I think I read that there was more people that were ready for visits. Some of these guys are close to be ready for visits, but maybe it's just the one guy. I got a lot of guys that are almost ready for visits. I guess not. But we'll save that and move on. Okay, back in the home screen. We're probably going to load this up, but I do want to check the stories and stuff, see if anything's changed. I don't think anything has. So, yeah, we can go start this game. So, if you guys do go and enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and the subscription button while you're down there. It takes a few seconds, if that, and it really helps me out. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the game. Okay, picking the heads and tails. And we get it. So we are going to go on the receiving end early. I know that a lot of people pick kick. I pick kick sometimes too. But I like to go, especially in these kind of games, I like to go on the receiving end and score a touchdown quickly. Because I feel confident that our defense can stop their offense. So let's get that down. 35 yards isn't that bad. Okay, so Johnny Manziel coming onto the field for the first time today here at Air Force. I think it's called Falcon Stadium. But Johnny Manziel, he is number 2 in the Heisman race right now. And Sammy Watkins, one play, maybe down the field, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Notre Dame. One play, 65 yards, and the Fighting Irish are on the board. Who would have thought Sammy Watkins would take that 65 yards on one play? First drive of the game for Air Force after a one-play 65-yard touchdown by Johnny Manziel and Sammy Watkins. That was absolutely crazy. I never would have thought Sammy would have took his 65 yards, but the first play for them does not go the way they wanted to, that's for sure. They probably wanted to get that option play for at least some positive yards, if not no gain, but they lost 4 on that one, so they're going to be struggling here. Hopefully this defense is quick enough to get to them, and they're going to throw that one out of bounds. 3rd and 14 here already. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this defense is going to have an easy day against this Air Force offense. And C.J. Mosley with a sack. Yeah, I think I was wrong. It's going to be an easy day for this Notre Dame defense. I have a sneaky suspicion that the backups will be in pretty soon. Johnny Manziel already up the field. He almost broke that tackle. Oh man, if Johnny Manziel would have took that one play for a touchdown, that would have been crazy. But he does get 21 yards on it. He's going to run the no huddle. Going to find Troy Nicholas. Easy walk-in. So this time it's 2 plays for a Notre Dame touchdown. Oh, this is going to be an easy day. This is going to be an easy day. I don't know what this Air Force defense is doing, but they cannot handle the Notre Dame offense. We do have to keep an eye out for Ohio State's game down on the bottom ticker, because if they lose, we could be number 1 seed in the country. And that would be pretty awesome. And that doesn't go anywhere. They need to start getting something going, or they're going to get into a hole they cannot climb out of. Here's a snap. They do hand it off to their running back. They got some yards back. That's good. Now he's got no yards rushing because he got the 4 yards back. But it is 3rd and 6, and we know what happened last time 3rd and 6 came around. C.J. Mosley came and slapped him. Absolutely massacred their quarterback. And now Lewis Nix is the one. Fumble! Oh, they picked it up, but they do give it a sack on the play. I don't know who got it. I think it looks like Ryan Shazier is the one who is credited with it, but Lewis Nix was right there to start it. Usually we don't get these kind of cakewalk kind of games this late into the season, but since being an independent, it kind of works out for us. Now, I don't know if we're going to stay independent after this season. It'll all depend on how the season finishes. If we win a national championship as an independent, then I feel like we should go to a conference so we can have a chance at winning a conference championship. And the conference I would go to would be the Big Ten, because Notre Dame has been linked with the Big Ten for a while now. So if they ever came out of the independent scene, I feel like they would go to the Big Ten, so that's where we would go. But it all depends on if we win a national championship this first season or not. If we don't, then we'll stay independent until we win a national championship. And Johnny Manziel runs out of bounds there at the close to a first down, 2nd down and 2. I thought I might get it, but the guy that was covering Mike Evans did not follow what I thought he was going to do. But we do love running that no-huddle offense. And it is taking a little bit longer to get a touchdown here, but Johnny Manziel trying to get it himself gets 10 yards. Almost got it himself. 3 rushes, 39 yards. And Notre Dame is within striking distance once again. Manziel gets everybody lined up. And Mike Evans is right there. And he gets a touchdown. Touchdown, Notre Dame. 20-0. The backups will probably be in by halftime. The backups may be in quicker than that if we keep scoring like this. They might be in by the second quarter. Okay, here we go. Third chance for the Air Force team to see if they can get something going here. You got to have faith in him a little bit. Shazier misses the sack. I don't know how he missed the sack, but he missed it. Shazier's been running up and down. The linebackers on this right side have been running right through the right tackle. Look at that. He just gets right through it. And they're actually going to complete a pass. No, he dropped the pass. That was a beautiful pass, too. He had a chance to pick that ball, or to catch that ball, and he just dropped it. So it's 3rd and 10. Can Air Force get shut out again? Oh, they go for a running play. That seems to work. And he gets 8 yards, but not enough. 4th and 2. We hold him to a 3-and-out. Okay, so the read option play worked from the opposite side earlier in the game. Let's see if it works from this side. And it does. Manziel's going to get a ton of running room. I don't know why I couldn't say that. He gets 21 yards on it. And we are going to run the no huddle. Excuse me for not being able to speak there for a second. But we've got Watkins, we got Landry, we got Evans going deep. I might hit Evans deep if I had time. Watkins! Somehow Manziel finds Sammy Watkins, and he gets up the field for 24 yards. And we are in the red zone looking for more. 2 catches for 89 yards. Absolutely insane in the first quarter for Sammy Watkins. It might be his big day. Underneath to Jarvis. He turns upfield. Does he get the first down? He does, but he can't get the touchdown. So we're going to run the no huddle once again. We are just inches away. I think we're a yard away from getting a touchdown. Manziel snaps it. Finds a man open. No. Justin DeCowd with a nice diving deflection there. That Justin DeCowd, man, he put everything he had into that dive so he could try and stop the touchdown from happening. But Odell Beckham Jr. sits in the end zone and scores another Notre Dame touchdown. Yeah, I have a feeling that maybe the backups will be in at the start of the second quarter. I don't know. The problem is we got to keep Johnny Manziel in the Heisman race, so he's got to have a big day. I know he has 4 touchdowns, but he only has 144 yards throwing the football, so. Next drive for Air Force, and they haven't really done anything. The only time they had a good drive, they were starting to get some momentum, but their wide receiver dropped a pass and picked off by Kavari Russell. Turnover forced by Notre Dame. 0 for 4 with an interception. That is not a good day for Pearson. And if we can score off of this first play, it would be more than likely the backups will be in. And Odell gets the ball, and Odell scores for his second touchdown. Odell Beckham has 2 catches for 2 touchdowns in this game. That is absolutely wild, and this game is out of hand real quickly. No time on the clock. 1 play is all we needed. And Johnny Manziel has 5 passing touchdowns in the first quarter. After 1 here in Falcon Stadium, Notre Dame is up 35-0. Johnny Manziel has 5 passing touchdowns. It is getting a little bit out of hand. I think he's safe in the Heisman race. We just have to hope that Braxton Miller has a bad game against Penn State in the night game. I kind of feel bad a little bit. I mean, this is just ugly. This is bullying right here. The Notre Dame team is just walking all up and down on this Air Force offense and defense. But they do have their moments sometimes. That's 1 catch. That's the first completed catch of the day for Kyle Pearson. first completed pass. So you got to give him credit. He's not going to go 0 for on his passes today. And he gets 2. He's starting to get some momentum here. I think they might be starting to build some confidence. If we can bring the blitz, that'd be just dirty. Oh, I didn't have time to do it. They gave it to the fullback, and they got the first down. So for the first time in this game, they will not have a 3-and-out. I tried to get the gap press because I knew what they were going to do. I knew that. Well, I didn't know they were going to give it to the fullback, but I knew they were going to try and run it, and I was just a second late. Shemba's got to go around, and they actually found their man at the sidelines. Pearson's starting to get a little bit of confidence. We're going to have to shut that down, obviously. We can't have Air Force getting confidence. These are the kind of plays that I was talking about earlier. They're tough. They're tough to bring down because they get the ball out quickly like that. And they gave it to their running back again. John Lee gets a first down. They're starting to put a drive together, actually. 4 for 8 now for Pearson. He's gotten some nice completions. They're building some momentum, putting a drive together. Notre Dame trying to stop him here. And Stephon Tuitt puts an end to that real quickly. 2nd down and 18. Stephon Tuitt, just the bigger man, the stronger man, pushes the right tackle out of the way and then gets right to Pearson and squashes him. And he goes for another one. Can't get to it. But nobody on the Notre Dame defense can tackle, apparently. Christian Glenn gets 30 yards because 3 guys missed a tackle. I'm not sure why and how and whatever, but not sure how they missed a tackle. 3 guys. He's going to take off and run. Sheldon Day gets there, and it's counted as a sack. Sheldon Day holds him so he can't get back to the line of scrimmage, and it's another sack for this Notre Dame defense. If the offense was getting sacks, that'd be pretty impressive. 2nd down and 12. They are motioning receiver. Oh, I thought they were going to try and block me on the outside. Oh, he got squashed. 3-yard loss on the play. 3 Notre Dame players were in on it. That was just ugly right there. Look at that. Oh, he didn't have a chance. No chance. That's what you got. Oh, it's going to be a deep play. Russell misses, and Air Force actually scored a touchdown because Kavari Russell did not jump for the interception. Not sure why he didn't jump. I clicked the button, but he maybe wasn't feeling it. Maybe he wanted to give Air Force a little bit of momentum. Minute 47 to go. Manziel has 5 passing touchdowns in this game. The backups will be in for the second half. And Manziel finds Mike Evans. Look at that beautiful pass. 27 yards to big Mike Evans, the big-bodied receiver. 9 for 10, 204 yards through the air, 5 touchdowns. Johnny Manziel is no doubt staying at number 2 in the Heisman race, if not moving up. No, don't do that. No! No! Another interception thrown by Johnny Manziel because Jarvis Landry, he was running his route as a slant kinda. He was going horizontal to the sideline. So I thought, yeah, he's going to keep going like that. Nope. He didn't keep going like that. He started to turn back towards me, and that's when I threw it because I thought, oh yeah, he's going to keep going. I'll just throw it and lead him to the sideline, and then maybe he can turn up the field and keep going. That's not what happened. That is not what happened. He turned into me and turned into 2 Air Force defenders, and I threw an interception. So that is 100% not my fault. I did not force that into Jarvis Landry. one bit. Not one bit. I didn't force that into him. I was leading him. That was not even where I threw it. I was leading him to the sideline, and he cut back in, and Manziel threw it right to Air Force defenders. So that's another interception, and Air Force is starting to get some momentum going. They scored on their last drive. They got an interception now to stop us, and they're starting to get some drives together on different possessions. So this quarterback's starting to figure out that he can actually run the football instead of just getting sacked. So I'm starting to get a little frustrated here. Oh, he's down. He is injured, and a timeout is called. Cale Pearson, excuse me. Cale Pearson is down with an injury. I do not think this is the same guy. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember the number. No, this is not the same Cale Pearson. He does get the ball out to John Lee, but he gets 3 yards. I'm not sure how long. Oh, Pearson is out for 1 quarter with a sprained elbow, so he might be able to make it back for the 4th quarter. But it's just a matter of what the score will be by the time he gets back. That was a nasty hit from, was that Prince Shembo that made that hit? And Shazier misses the sack. Mosley gets in there, misses the tackle. Come on, guys. How are we missing these tackles? We shouldn't be missing them. We are the better team. We are the more trained team. More disciplined. Well, we're probably not the more disciplined team because they're a military school, but get there. Pull him down. Somebody bring him down. What just happened? How did he get out of that for a touchdown? What on God's green earth just happened? Look at this. He's down. No, he's not down. Shembo can't bring him down. Nobody can frickin' bring him down. It's like they got a frickin' running back at quarterback. Nobody can bring this dude down. He's like got Saquon Barkley's thick thighs and stuff. I don't know what's going on. They're starting to make me mad a little bit. I was going easy on him. I was just throwing it up and down the field. And if it scored, it scored. But now they've got 2 touchdowns on me. They've picked me off once. I'm starting to get a little mad at these boys. So I may not even take the starters out. Jarvis Landry gets a 50-yard reception. I'm not going for a field goal. You think I'm going to let Will Lutz ruin my opportunity to smother the Air Force team? Wow. I thought I was going to have an open option to throw it. But it stays 35-14 at half, and I'm probably going to bring in the backups. I don't need anybody getting hurt because I'm mad at myself for letting them get 14 points even though this freaking guy can't tackle. None of my team can tackle. It looks like Pearson's back in after spraining his elbow. No gain on that one. 2nd down and 10 now. Hopefully one of these guys can get in and shut down this offense because they are starting to make me very mad with how they're playing. How did he get 1 yard on that? I don't see that, but whatever. Third down and 9. 35-14 is the score, begrudgingly. It should be 35-0. Actually, it should be more than what we have. That might be roughing the passer. No, they didn't call it. Okay, good. I didn't want it to be, but I've decided to let the offense go one more drive so that Johnny Manziel can try and bump up that touchdown marker after throwing that interception. And Manziel throws an incomplete pass because he had to spin around. Why do you have to spin around? I don't understand. That didn't make much sense to me, but whatever. It's the game mechanics, I guess. And I think this is the play that Sammy Watkins scored a 65-yard touchdown. Maybe not. Get it to Mike Evans, turn it upfield, get a big 20-yard play. Now let's run the no huddle real quick so that we can try and obliterate this team. because they've made me mad, and I don't like it when I'm mad. Oh, Mike Evans beat everybody on that one. And Manziel finds him over the top for 44 yards. I'm just glad he didn't cheese that and jump up and intercept it. I would have been so mad if they would have cheesed me like that. You know how much machismo I would have been mad? Okay, what are we doing here? 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 Probably Sammy Watkins. Quickly, Sammy? Yes, Sammy with the touchdown. And Johnny Manziel breaks the school record for passing touchdowns in a game. Now, I'm not sure if he tied the record or if he just broke it right there. I think he just broke it. Next possession for Air Force. And I do have the defense switched around now. The backups are in on both offense and defense. So I did succumb to the peer pressure and put the backups in. I didn't want to bully these guys too much, even though they scored 14 points on me, which they shouldn't have. I mean, our backups are probably better than their starters anyway, so this really isn't much saving grace, but it is a little bit of me calling off the dogs. Cale Pearson's just a bad quarterback, that's for sure. That's what I'm figuring out right now is Cale Pearson is just a bad quarterback. And they give it to the fullback, and he gets the first down. I hate that play so much. That is the most frustrating play of all time. Unless I'm the one using it. And Shaq Barrett was almost there for a sack, and for some reason, I just get shoved off by Huntsman for the tackle. Like, he just ran right over him. Those kind of animations make NCAA very frustrating sometimes. Khalil Mack was there, and he still gets the ball off to Huntsman. I'm not sure how he got the ball off when Khalil Mack was in his face. But he did. He got it off. And it was a good pass, too, because it was 9 yards. And they give it to the running back, and he gets a first down. Whoop-dee-doo. Hopefully we can actually stop him here. They do motion a guy. I thought they were going to bring him to block me. And it's a handoff to the running back, and he gets a big gain. Yay. How many different running backs do they have? They've given it to like 4 or 5 different running backs. Well, including the fullback. And they just keep finding these open receivers. I don't know how their receivers are getting open like this. I don't understand it. The first quarter, we were absolutely shutting them down. They didn't have anything. They couldn't complete any passes or anything. And now all of a sudden, the second quarter and on, they have just absolutely torched us on defense. I don't know what the change was. And it wasn't even the fact that I switched out to the backups, because the starters were getting torched earlier in the third quarter and all of the second quarter. So it's not just that I switched the backups. It's the whole team. We do have a 3rd and goal here. We could hold them to a field goal if we play our cards right. But knowing this defense, we probably won't. And they'll get a touchdown. And they got, oh, that was inches. Inches from the end zone. I don't know why the ref didn't call it. He had to have been in the end zone. I don't know why he wouldn't have been. I thought for sure that was a touchdown. But the ref gives it to us. They hand it to the fullback. He gets shut down, and we stop him. Let's go. They tried the fullback, and it didn't work this time. They went to the well one too many times. Now let's see if we can get out of out of the end zone and get some breathing room here. We got Marcus Mariota in the game this time. He didn't miss a single pass in his last game that he played. I don't know if that was the last game that we played in the series or if that was a couple games ago, but whenever it was his last appearance, he did not miss a pass and he was torching up some defenses. We do have a little bit of breathing room now, so thanks to Melvin Gordon. Now Marcus Mariota can work. Actually, you know what? They want us to call a bunch of running plays right now. They want us to try and run the clock out as much as possible. I think Juice wants to get out of here. That's for sure. We're just going to keep running the football with Melvin Gordon. Keep running the no huddle. And then I am going to... You know what? A PA boot won't be that bad because we got O.J. Howard and Troy Nicholas running us. So Marcus... O.J. is wide open. O.J. Howard down the sideline at the 50. What a play from O.J. Freshly squeezed, baby. Freshly squeezed O.J. right there. Mariota continues his hot streak with the ball, throwing it through the air. He is still perfect passing the football. And I'd like to keep it that way, but knowing me, I'll probably screw it up. Like that, yep. Of course, I screw it up. The moment I say it. So Mariota is no longer perfect throwing the football this season, but that's okay. He's only played 2 games. He's only been in 2 games. And he wasn't going to be perfect the entire season. That's not realistic, so we're going to have to try and get him back on the completion track right here with maybe a pass to Gordon if he gets open or Ebron if he cuts it in. No, Gordon's going to be the one to do it. Melvin Gordon's doing everything on this drive. He's doing the running and he's getting some catches in. Might as well get your work in. You don't get to play much, so. Actually, Melvin Gordon gets switched in and out. He gets rotated in and out pretty good, so he gets to play a decent amount of football. Gonna cut back in, try to power your way in. You're not Todd Gurley. You are not Todd Gurley, that is for sure. Gurley would have pounded his way right through there, but good old Melvin Gordon can't get it done. That's all right. We can just pass it with Marcus Mariota. Or run it in. Run it in. Yep, we're going to run it in. Mariota with his first rushing touchdown of his career. We've scored 50 touchdowns this season. And we're in week number 9. I love it. Okay, here we go. 3:02 left in the game. Can this defense stop him, get a sack? No. They're going to let him run. We're gonna let him run. And we can't bring him down. Bring him the frick down. God dang it, bro. He shouldn't be that hard to bring down. Both their frickin' quarterbacks won't go down. I don't know what the deal is. What's in the water here in the military academy? Oh, come on. That was enough to stumble him, but I guess not. So he gets 11 yards. This game is starting to get me a little bit frustrated, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. There's no way that these guys should be in the position that they're at right now. Because look at that. There's no way Reggie Ragland misses that tackle. He does not slip out of that. Reggie Ragland is a future All-American. And yet, Cale Pearson from Air Force is slipping out of tackles. That just doesn't happen. Yes, we stopped him from pitching it, so he only gets 1 yard on that one. Actually, he gets no yard, but whatever. 3rd and 8. Hopefully we can stop him here. Please let us stop him here. We don't need to keep going in this game with them dominating like this. It's just looking bad for us. And they keep going. Ramsey causes a fumble, but it goes out of bounds. Unlucky. So very unlucky with that. Jalen Ramsey caused a fumble, but he hit him so hard that he just fell out of bounds, or the ball fell out of bounds. Come on, boys. 2nd down and 9. There's no reason they should have 14 points, let alone 21. So we got to stop them. This is just looking bad for us. This is more embarrassing for us, really. It's looking bad that we can't stop Air Force from getting into the end zone. I mean, we looked so dominant in the first quarter. Like, we were on top of the world. Maybe we just let ourselves get a big head or something. I don't know. Whatever it was, we have not recovered from it. Let's just, to say the least. There's only 33 seconds left, and they might get a touchdown here. If they play their cards right, they can score a touchdown before the clock runs out. But they only got 20 seconds, so they got to move quickly. There they go, but they're running the football, and it's going to work for them. I question the ability to run the football until they run with the fullback for freaking a huge gain. That's just not right. That shouldn't be how it is. And yet there's 6 seconds left, and they are on the brink of scoring a touchdown, and they're going to do it. They score with freaking 3 seconds left. You got to be kidding me. This is hurting our image as a team because they are scoring 21 freaking points on the Notre Dame defense. I am so mad at this defense right now. I'm so mad at this whole team for only putting up 49 points and for letting them get 21 points in this game. After the start that we had, there's no reason they should put up 21 points. And there's no reason that we should only have 49 points. It's just, there's no logical reason as to why we just absolutely sucked from the second quarter on. Manziel threw an interception. We didn't get any momentum at all. The only reason we scored more touchdowns is because we're just the better team. We have the better athletes. But other than that, it's just absolute frustration. We do win with a big blowout victory, but I'm not happy about it. I am not happy about it one bit. Manziel gets player of the game, 13-16, 323 yards, 6 touchdowns total. And he's going to keep himself in the Heisman race, that's for sure. Just a matter of if he's still second. Okay, quick little update before we get into before we cut into the home screen stuff and look at the Heisman race and all that. We did get another commit. We got Kurt Woods, a left guard. He's 73 overall currently, and he committed to the squad. So that's another recruit that we get in this season. Hopefully, more of these guys that we're in recruiting battles with actually come and sign with us. So I'll see you guys. I just want to tell you that. I'll see you guys after this next batch of simulation is over. Okay, we're back, and it is week 10 against Navy. So we continue our military excursions, I guess you could say, and we play Navy now. So we are getting close to the end of the season, which is pretty nice. We're getting close to the national championship game, and hopefully we're involved in it. Let's go check the top 25 polls real quick. Hopefully we are involved. We are currently still number 2 in the country. Ohio State did beat Penn State 30-13. They absolutely crushed them. They play Purdue this week, and we played Purdue earlier in the season and beat them, so Ohio State should beat them as well. Florida is number 2. They got 2 first-place votes, so a couple people think that they should be number 1 seed, or number 1 in the country. They play Georgia this week after having a bye, so they get lucky because they're still number 3 in the country, even after having a bye week. Virginia Tech is 4 at 8-0. Nebraska is 5, 7-0. Texas is 6th at 7-0. Louisville is 7 at 8-0. A lot of these guys are undefeated. And first one-loss team is Alabama at number 10. Michigan is 13, 6-1. Did Clemson end up getting back into the top 25? No, they didn't. Clemson is still not in the top 25. That is absolutely crazy. I cannot believe that they're still not in the top 25. But we got the Heisman race. Okay, good. So Johnny Manziel, even after having a frustrating interception in that game, he still ends up being the second player in the Heisman race. So Braxton's still number 1. It's going to be hard to dethrone him. Then you got Manziel. Then you got Derek Thomas, the running back from Boise State. James Franklin, a quarterback from Missouri. And then you got TJ Yeldon, the running back from Bama. So that is the updated Heisman race. These 2 guys are the standalone favorites to win. And these 3 guys all change. These last 3 spots all can change. So hopefully Manziel jumps Braxton by the end of the season, wins the Heisman. But, I mean, Braxton Miller is just a beast. Next up, we've got upgrades for our coaches. Everybody's got at least one upgrade. Yeah, everybody's got one upgrade. So we'll start with Chuck Martin, the offensive coordinator. Daylight, everyone has to carry the rock sometime. Condition your players to be able to run with the ball in game time. Train your players to be better passers. Should we just upgrade one of these? I feel like we should upgrade ball security because that is a big issue that we sometimes have to deal with Johnny Manziel. Your develop players who can lock on a receiver and shut him down. Let's just do the recharge one real quick. Get that one going. And then you have an edge on your competition at the beginning of the season for recruiting. Your entire staff goes the extra mile to make sure your prospects have a good visit. Let's start the closer. And then that'll be it for the upgrades. And I'll see you guys. I do want to check out the record that Johnny Manziel broke. So I'll see you guys there. Okay, so I just found out that Johnny Manziel has tied the school record for passing touchdowns in a game with 6. So he does not get his name up in the record books just yet. But he has officially just tied the school record for most passing touchdowns in a game. He will most certainly pass the 37 mark for a season, and he will most certainly pass the touchdowns in a will he pass the touchdowns in a career? He's not going to be here long enough for that. If he stays 2 seasons, he might pass the touchdowns in a career and yards in a career. But rushing, let's go to rushing real quick, see if anybody's got any records in here. Nobody records in here. Todd Gurley's not going to get it. I don't think he's not going to get any of these records. He may get 262 yards in a game if I just keep running with him. That might be a thing. But touchdowns in a season, that's another thing he might get. I don't know. That'd be tough. Receiving, we could definitely do this one. Receiving touchdowns in a game, we could definitely give somebody 5 receiving touchdowns in a game to break it. 14 receptions in a game, we could definitely try that. We're not going to break receptions in a season. That's just not going to happen. But yeah, those are the records for the Notre Dame team, and hopefully our guys can fill up these books in the near future. So I'll meet you guys back at the home screen. Okay, so we are finally done with all the recap of the episode and stuff, so I think we can end the video here. We played 4-3 Navy in the next game, and that is going to be probably a little bit of a difficult one. I know I said that the Air Force game was going to be difficult, and it turned out that it really wasn't until like the second quarter on, where they actually just frustrated me. But other than that, it wasn't really much of a challenge, and I don't really think the Navy game is going to be much of a challenge either, to be honest. So the backups will probably get a lot of playing time in that game as well. And yeah, that's going to be the end of the episode for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and the subscription button while you're down. It takes a few seconds at that, and I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!